As I mentioned in the first video, Abdullah is one of my favorite YouTube Muslims because I find his arguments deeply challenging. His knowledge of Islam is very engaging. Now in this video, he talks about many different topics. The video itself is just under 14 minutes long. I'm going to respond to his video bit by bit, analyzing his lecture in each of its component parts. Abdullah argues that technology is the only thing that's changed over time and that the way that humans organize themselves has remained the same. In this video, we will concern ourselves only with one topic: technology. Just as Islam and democracy are diametrically opposed to each other, this video will prove that the Islamic worldview is diametrically opposed to technological, education, medical, and scientific advancements in all forms, proving that this is how Islam is harmful to humanity, especially to Muslim people. Whether or not a system of governance is harmful to humanity cannot be measured in who invented it or when the system was invented. And in this respect, I do agree with him. The only thing that matters is how the system works. Is the system achieving its goal? Is the system harmful to humanity in some demonstrable way? The best way to illustrate this point is simply to jump back in time. Let's go all the way back to the European Dark Ages. During this time, Christianity gave rise to some of the stupidest people on the planet. And when we look back at some of the things that we believed, it's kind of hard not to grimace with that sharp tinge of embarrassment. Christianity was definitely a system harmful to humanity because Christianity bred some of the most ignorant, ridiculous, superstitious people known to humanity. Secularism, however, changed all of that. Now, today, Muslims have taken the trophy as some of the silliest people on earth. They believe in witchcraft, demonic possession, the evil eye, and a lot of other silly, embarrassing things that I don't even want to mention in this video. The problem is that Islam does the same thing to Muslims that Christianity did to Christians back in the day. Religion just makes people fatalistic, superstitious, gullible, and they believe that everything that they need to know about the world is contained within the pages of their own holy book. The fact is, right now, and here's the important part, look around your bedroom, look around your apartment, look at everything you have, everything from television, radio, air conditioning, refrigerator, iPod, computer, programming, ice machines, DVD player. Now stop and ask yourself, is there one piece of modern technology that you're looking at right now that was invented originally by a Muslim somewhere in the Islamic world? Now remember, we're talking about modern technology. Walk over to the window and look outside. You'll see paved streets, traffic lights, automobiles, trucks, and bicycles. Of all the things, modern technologies that you see on the street, can you identify one thing originally invented by a Muslim somewhere in the Islamic world? Now mentally take a little trip down to the local hospital, presuming of course that you're living in a developed country. Take a look at all the advanced diagnostic life-saving equipment that they have in that hospital, then ask yourself, how much of this was invented by a Muslim scientist somewhere in the Islamic world? The fact is that we all stand on the shoulders of some giant. Every single culture, whether they're Greek, Roman, Arab, Chinese, Japanese, throughout history, has made contributions to scientific knowledge. The problem with Muslims today, is that they make absolutely no contributions at all to scientific discoveries. But the problem also is something called Islamic fatalism. For example, imagine that you're a Muslim and you're living somewhere in the Islamic world and a fellow Muslim dies of polio. Muslims seem to take the attitude, well, the death was the will of Allah. After all, Allah controls everything, why resist it? In the West, if someone dies of polio, we search and search and search until we find a cure. That's the difference. The difference is fatalism. That is why Western developed countries that are not so indoctrinated in religion invent all the medications and all the scientific technology. The issue is that Muslim people come in all shapes and sizes and races and ethnicities. They have the ability to be just as intelligent and innovative as the rest of us. But the one thing holding them back is also the one thing that they have in common with each other: Islam.